Hey, what's up, y'all? RJ here with CV Tech, and today I want to give you my thoughts and opinion on the Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow update on the HTC Desire 626s. Now, this update came out sometime last month. However, mine received it a couple days ago, and I have been using it here and there, just looking at some of the different features that it has. And I gotta say, there's not really that many different features that I have seen so far. So, what I want to show y'all is what I have seen so far different from 5.1 to 6.0. So, first of all, I do want to say, if anybody was to ask me, do I still recommend this phone? It's been out for a little while. It's still a good phone for the price. And I would say definitely. You got a really nice 5-inch 720p display, really nice front and rear cameras, especially in bright light. 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. You only got 8 gigabytes of ROM, so that's kind of lacking there a little bit. But you can, of course, use expandable storage. The only issue that I have ran in with my HTC is the front speaker here. Of course, this does not have boom sound. So this up here is your receiver. This down here is your front loudspeaker. And mine is, I think, is blown. It sounds terrible. It sounds crackly, and it just don't sound good at all. You can barely hear the phone ring or anything else. But you can take the phone apart and replace the front speaker. I've seen a video how to on YouTube how to do it, and that can be replaced by yourself if you watch the how-to video. So this phone here, yes, I would still highly recommend it. It runs the 1.1 gigahertz quad core Snapdragon 210 processor, and it's a pretty smooth phone. So go ahead and power the phone on here, and the screen looks really good. Like I said, nice 720p display. You have your blink feed over here, and all your home screens here, of course, and of course your app drawer here. And like I said, there's really not much of a difference so far from what I have seen. Drop down here still looks the same. Got your flashlight app, which is really nice to see on any cell phone, pre-installed. So far, by looking at the phone, I don't really see any difference from 5.1 to 6.0. Now we'll go in here and I will verify with you that it does run 6.0.1. So go into software information here. You'll see there it is, Android version 6.0.1, and it's still running HTC Sense 7. So it did not get bumped up. I'm not sure if Sense 8's out or not. I have no idea about that, but it is running Sense 7, which it did run that when it first came out. Now, one of the main things that I do want to show you, like I said, right here, you got some memory, storage, apps, all that stuff is kind of added on 6.0, but really, the menu settings are pretty much the same as you've seen on 5.1. So this phone did not really get much difference as far as, now with the keyboard, it did get the new emojis. Which I won't show right now because I did show it in the, well, actually I will go ahead and show you. Just give me a second. Okay, so right now I am using the Google keyboard. And with the new update, of course, you hold this button down here, scroll up to the emojis, and you do get the newest emojis, and you get a whole bunch of them. I mean, there is really none that you're not going to see. It's got everything you can think of when it comes to emojis. So really, you have of the emojis. There's plenty of them here to go around. So go back in here again, and one person might ask, how do you move apps to the SD card? Well, I'll go in here and I will show you that. Go in here to apps. So we'll scroll down to an app that I know that can be moved, and we'll go to, let's just scroll on down here, Instagram. Okay, so Instagram here, you got your permissions, so that's really nice. You can go in here and turn off the permissions that you don't want, like your contacts, location, whatever, if you don't want them. Now, sometimes some apps do require certain features to be on, like the camera. If that's turned off, you get on the camera, try to make it won't work. So, there's sometimes stuff has to be permitted to work, but stuff like location, contacts, that ain't got to be on there. So anyway, let's go ahead and back out of here. And the way that you switch over from internal storage to SD storage is you push storage. and unfortunately I was mistaken. That app can't be moved on this phone. So let's go in here and find a different app that I think might be able to be moved. Okay, we'll go to Power Director here. And so we'll go into storage here. You will see here it says change internal to SD. So we'll push move. It's processing, and we'll see when it gets done. Process takes a few seconds, sometimes a minute or two, depending on how big the app is. So there we go. It has been moved to the SD card. So the majority of the app went to the SD card. Now, another thing that I was asked is, does this phone, with the new 6.0.1 update, does it have adaptive storage? Which adaptive storage means you can put an SD card into your phone and you can make it your internal storage for your phone. So instead of having 8 gigabytes internal storage, if you've got a 16 gigabyte card in there, it'll really increase your storage. So let's just go in here and see if it has that. So as you see here, 42 megabytes used from the app I just moved. That's my internal storage there. So if I go here and scroll down, format as internal. So yes, you can use your SD card as adaptive storage for your phone. So we'll sit there and format as internal storage. Now I have a class 10 16 gigabyte card in here, and I ran into one little issue that you will see right here in just a second. It will not work for me, and I will show you why. This will take a second. As you see, it says SD card too slow. To format an SD card as internal storage, try using a UHS Speed Class 3 SD card. Now, this is a standard Class 10 card that I have in here, and since the card is not fast enough, I cannot use the card that's in here as internal storage. So if I had a UHS Speed Class 3 card in this phone, I could actually take that 16 gigabyte card and use it as internal storage. So yes, it does have adaptive storage, which is really nice, and it would have been nice if LG, like on the Stylo 2, if they would have actually made that a part of their phone from the get-go when they got the update and all that stuff. But as far as I know, you cannot do it just from stock like this here. But with the 626s, you can do that, and that really will increase your internal storage, making the phone that much better, to where you can add more stuff without having to worry about moving to the SD card and all that stuff. So yeah, that's really cool as well. So adaptive storage, big thumbs up. You just need a really good, high-speed, fast card to use that service. Other than that, I've really not seen anything different with the 6.0.1 Marshmallow update, other than the fact that you can use your SD card, format it as adaptive storage. You can change your permissions to where you have control of what apps get what permissions. So that's really about all I wanted to say. I'm sorry it was so long, but I wanted to show you all of that there. But other than that, everything else is pretty much the same, just a few little things added. So if this was helpful in any way, please leave me that thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. And that subscribe button down below. Any questions or comments, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Y'all have a good one, and stay tuned for the next video.